Hello guys, my hair is Toocurly and this is the behind the scenes of the Remixed video. If you haven't watched that video yet, it's on the League of Legends community channel and there's a link to that video in the top of the description. In this video I'm going to focus on how I made the music and what sounds I'm using. Something that's not entirely clear in the video is that every single sound in the whole video is made from League of Legends. The program I'm using is FL Studio. To explain a little bit what you're watching at here. These patterns all over here are drums. These down here are melodies. They're playing notes. And in the middle there's like sound effects, singing and stuff. This is just the background music of the video, the champions singing and stuff. That's something I did in my video editor. I'm not going to show that in this video, but if you would like to see that in a future behind the scenes, just tell me. Okay, so let's jump into it. I'm going to play just to start here. That's Katarina's daggers from the cutscene. Then we're bringing in some bells. So this is Winter Wonder Orianna's recall. She has this bell sound playing. So let's see. Let me have this one by itself. So if I turn off all my effects, it sounds like this. The first effect here is an equalizer, which I'm using on every sample. This is to make the sounds more focused. When I play it now, you can see that this area, those middle tones are heightened. If I wouldn't have done that, it would have sounded like this high-pitched pling here would have been much louder. Then I'm making some reverb. A lot of reverb. And then the sound goodizer and compressor is just volume stuff, basically. In a nutshell. If I turn off the equalizer with everything else on, you can hear the really bright sound. Yeah, you don't want that. And for the visuals of that, I used the login screen for Orianna. So it might not be entirely clear where the sample is from, but that's it. So those two together sound like this. Let's see. Etc. Let's see, and then we bring in my personal favorite, the banjo. So this is in a clip from the Mortal Reminders music video. There's a yodel playing the banjo, so there's not a lot of effects here either. I just have the reverb, just to make it a little bit more fluid. But also I have an equalizer here, just to smoothen it out a little bit. Let's see how this sounds altogether. So now we're building a song here, and this keeps going for a little bit here. I kept the same sequence is being held for this entire time. This almost 20 seconds. Because I had planned to make the video here a bit different. Like, calm down with the background music and give the video more focus. So what's coming in here with the build-up? This is Bard's Ultimate in reverse, I believe. This is how it sounds like normally. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that's his ultimate. It's a bit hard to tell. I just put it in reverse, and that's like the build-up. And also over here, when Blood Moon Thresh does his recall, he puts his foot down and makes this sound. And I use this like a kind of crash before the drop, together with the reverse Bard Ultimate. And on the drop, I have the Graves W from the cinematic. It sounds like that. So let's see how this sounds. this is transitioning into when the kick starts going in, which is this thing. This is Draven stomping on Leona's sword, I believe. Yeah. And over here I used another equalizer, like to make the lighter tones a bit softer, like the bass a bit more easier to hear. This is with the equalizer. This is without. It's a bit higher, like a cleaner sound. And also see I have another pattern here. Let's see. I have some more bells from Orianna. It's the same sample, just much lighter. And some different effects too. And a bit later I have some more bells from Orianna. You see, in this one it was a bit difficult, because you can hear like the little clicking in it. It doesn't sound very good by itself. It's like a cranky, weird, mechanical sound. But it's I tried to remove it as much as possible, because this is how the bell sounds like by itself. I mean, you can definitely hear it, but when you hear it together with everything else, it's not that easy to hear. Let's hear it. Let's see what comes in next here. Oh, this is a fun one. This is Yasuo's harmonica from his what is this? His western skin. This is also layered in 3. If you listen to the middle one here, and then we got a lighter sound in it. It's not very easy to hear. Then you have a bass version. And then we put all 3 together. They're harmonized really well together. And then I also have a lot of effects on it. I'm going to turn off everything. Let's see. So it's not as dreamy as I wanted, right? So let's put on some reverb. And then we put on some delay. Nothing big on the equalizer. I didn't like the sound that's coming here. I'm going to show you guys now. I didn't really like that, so I just took a little dip here. But then I have Ari's charm over here, just for background. It's going to fit in the video. Then we have some singing over here with Ari. It does not sound good alone, but I'll show you.
Don't you trust me? Shall we indulge me?
By itself doesn't sound very good.
Stop, stop. Don't you trust me?
Then just a harmony
Shall
here.
we indulge me? Should I make your pulse rise? Or stop, stop, stop.
I used another program for this. It's an auto-tune effect, basically. And this is a slightly different drum pattern over here. That doesn't sound very good alone.
Trust me. Shall we indulge me? Should I make your pulse rise?
Just something to break up the monotony. And while Ari is singing, I'm having Yasuo play his flute to the same melody.
Stop, stop, stop. Don't you trust me? Shall we?
This is just to support her a little bit. Support the singing. This is how it sounds like without the flute in the background.
Don't you trust me? Shall we indulge me? Should I make your pulse rise? Stop, stop, stop. Don't you trust me?
It just becomes easier to like follow the tones. Like, because the flute hits the tones right, tricks your mind a little bit to make the singing also hit the tones much better. I did a lot of experimenting with sounds when I made this. So at some point I had like a bass made of bard sounds, you can hear here. I think that sounds pretty good. when I add it to all the other things, it doesn't really fit in. But I ended up having the deep parts of the banjo like take over from the bass, because we had the bar bass, the banjo, and like the kicks from Draven, and it became very, very messy. So it became a much more pleasant experience with removed bass. And I'm gonna play it with the song now, a bit deeper in here. And it doesn't sound too bad here, but in the context with the video and the talking, it just did not go well. It's not too bad, now without. It sounds good now. It didn't sound good in context. So the bass was dropped. And also I want to give a shout out to Krail, because he really helped me out with this project. I'm more of a video guy than a musician and composer. So he really helped me out. And he makes League of Legends inspired music. If you want something to listen to while you're in game, I suggest you check out his channel. Link to that is in the description as well. And I think that's it for the behind the scenes. I haven't made one of these before, so if there's something you wished I would have talked more about or less about, tell me in the comments. And even though I don't respond to everyone, I read every comment. So please let me know. My hair is Toocurly, and this was Behind the Scenes, episode 1.